Humans. We're an apex predator, a species that can be found from pole to pole across the planet, and with a population of over 7.3 billion as of 2015, we're definitely a successful species. Looking at society's expectations of us through documentaries, news, warning signs, and in fiction, we see a story of a race that has many weaknesses that needs constant coddling in nature. News reports of dogs taking people down, warnings telling us to keep a safe distance from wild animals, movies like Planet of the Apes, and when small things like pollen start taking people down, our very success is rather questionable. Surely we're just not cut out for nature, are we? Or does our society present humans incorrectly? We're a species of many weird quirks. We're hairless, bipedal, we can eat a wide variety of food safely, and have a large head-to-body size ratio. We're not strong. Even our closest cousin, the chimpanzee, has up to 1.35 times a human's output strength, as the recent 2017 report by the PNAS concluded. We aren't tough, with scales or a tough hide or otherwise, though we do live long. We don't have some kind of miracle healing ability, unlike some creatures, and we aren't fast. A domestic cat, which can move at speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour, can move faster than the fastest human speed recorded, which is Usain Bolt's record at 45 kilometers per hour. So, what are we good at? Well, going back to our weird quirks, we can cool down more efficiently than most other species because our furless features make way for better sweating conditions. Sweat is more efficient at cooling a creature down than panting after all. We stand on two legs as opposed to four, leading to more efficient locomotion, and this is complemented by having long limbs and a few other adaptations that we won't cover here. Our wide variety of diet gives us a great advantage over other species in regards to adaptability and further complements our hunter-gatherer ancestry. We also need a larger head-to-body ratio to make room for our enlarged brain, which provides many benefits, including deductive reasoning and self-motivation. So if this were a game called nature, humans would be broken, taking advantage of every benefit the class of hunter-gatherer gives us. We're efficient at long distance travel, we're efficient cooling down, high adaptability, and we have wisdom to keep us safe from dangers, which we teach each other about. After all, we are a social species that have an advanced ability to communicate. And you start to get the idea that there aren't many other adaptations that we could ever need in order to survive almost anywhere. In fact, going back to our long-limbed and sweaty benefits, our endurance is one of the best in the world compared to other land animals, especially in the heat. Our endurance is up there with camels, horses, sled dogs, and pronghorn antelopes, though we may not be able to travel as fast due to not having the benefit of four-legged propulsion. An example of this is every June, a competition in Wales where humans and horses go head-to-head in a marathon. Most years it's recorded that horses, even with riders on their back, come out on top. However, humans have also been the victors in the past. So, while what we've discussed helps us do the gathering in hunter-gatherer, what makes us effective hunters? At the start of the video, I mentioned we are apex predators. What does that mean in layman's terms? It means that if you imagine a pyramid of which animal feeds on which, humans would be there at the top alongside other powerful creatures like wolves, polar bears, and killer whales. We got here because we pretty much kill and eat whatever we set our minds to. Want to eat some fully grown whale meat? I'm sure we can manage that. Want to take down an elephant? Sure, go ahead. How about pushing in a species close to extinction? We've done that plenty. It was nice knowing you, dodo birds. Unlike other animals, we utilize tools to maximize damage to other animals and make up for what we don't have. Then we target the adults, unlike most animals in the world, and we work together in teams utilizing sophisticated teamwork and wisdom to come up with strategies that get us to our goal. This minimizes chances of injury and maximizes our reward. You can see how we work together in team sports.
Go.
Sport is much like hunting. It's where a group of people can work together as a team in order to achieve a common goal, where endurance, skill, and coordination are required to be used at their best.
So to summarize my point, humans aren't tough, or fast, or powerful or resilient. Society, however, seems to believe this is why we can't survive some encounters with wild animals. But it's missing what makes us the dangerous ones. A species that can outrun almost any other land animal. One that can coordinate attacks against greater threats than us, like elephants and sharks, and come out on top. A species that is highly adaptable, and a species that, while weak for its size, has come out on top.